Portugal is now, let me get my tracker. So, wow, this has been crazy. So, let me see where I can see this. Last updated 2 days ago. Let me find my country, Portugal. I think in Europe, Portugal is now the country with the most percentage of vaccinated people, with 85% fully vaccinated people, which means 2 doses or 1 doses for those who had the vaccine, who had COVID already, like me, and 88% of the people who have at least 1 jab. So in Europe, I think no country arrives there. And I think in the world, I think it's the third country with the most vaccinated people. So we've been resilient. We've been taking our time and we now deserve, and hopefully it will make a difference, because with this disease, and this pandemic and this moment in life that is unique for us, we don't have enough data. We have like 2 years of the situation, but that's not enough to know where it's going to be in 3 years, right? So, but as of right now, with the tools we have, before somebody releases a pill or a shot that you can get when you are not vaccinated, and that just helps you not get too sick, whatever it is, with the info we have right now, and the fact that the only solution for now that people decided that works, being vaccination, to be at least 80 to 90% protected, which is better than 0%. Everybody have their opinion, and listen, everybody's free to decide what they want for themselves. But with 85% of the population vaccinated, and really it's not that there's no debates, but it's not like in France where everybody wants to make it a political thing, or in the US where everybody wants to make it a Trump thing or whatever. Where we are here, with very resilient people who just want to go back to work and go back to having a normal life, and trusting their government, I guess. We had 85% people vaccinated. So the government decided that Friday, all the clubs can open and all the bars can open until whenever they want, and everybody is free to walk in the street without a mask. And so Friday, or it was Thursday, my wife asked me if, indeed, my wife asked me if I wanted to take her to a club. And I think it's been years, like probably 2 years, maybe 3, that we didn't go to a club together. Because it's been almost 2 years that the clubs were closed here, and before that I don't even know if we were going to club. Maybe she was going with her sister. I'm not sure. But we haven't been, both of us, just the two of us in a club like back when we were, like 8 years ago. We would go out all the time. But we have a daughter now. Our life is different. So we don't club that much anymore, and together even less. So I was like, yeah, listen, that's a good idea. And for me, I've been, ever since I had the COVID, I've been suffering from anxiety. It's very mild. It's not like, it's strange, like when you've never been anxious, to realize that the way you're breathing, people are telling you that it's anxiety, and you are like, are you sure it's not something else? But after all the tests, they say it's anxiety. So I can understand that, being in the situation that I went through, this might create that for you. So it's true that I've been, especially the last year, since I had COVID, it's been a year now. It's been a year and 2 months. I only go out in my neighborhood. I have my walks around here. I got my restaurants where I go, and I usually stay outside. And I'm not scared of people, but it's been a very long time that I haven't been in a setting where I'm in a club. A club in Portugal, closed discotheque at night, with people coming to talk to me, etc., etc. So it is different. But listen, I'm vaccinated, and at a point you have to go back in if you don't want to become a recluse. So I told her, yeah, I'm taking you out Saturday. We'll see. Either we go to Lust in Rio, or we go to Docks, which are two clubs that I've performed in these clubs. I know them. I know everybody out there. Comfortable. This great place to take the wife. I don't queue. Get a table, VIP, boom, chill. And by Friday, I start being anxious with the idea of being inside of a closed place, full of people, like, because it was the reopening. It was a reopening weekend, so I start seeing the videos from Friday. Club is full. So I'm like, yo, okay. And it's not that I didn't want to go, but and she was insisting. Are you gonna take me? Are you gonna take me? Are you gonna take me? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take you. But then she was again like, are you gonna take me? Are you sure you're gonna take me? Yeah, I'm gonna take you. Like, don't worry. So but it started making me anxious, and it's really not that I didn't want to go. It's just that it's something that I'm not used to do anymore, I guess. And I've been used to just, when I want to talk to people, I got the people that I call during the day. I got my 10 people that I call, and when I want to talk to more people, I come here. But at a point, you have to go outside. So Saturday, we decide to go. So by 10, my sister-in-law came to recuperate Asia, so she can sleep with her in her house. And by 10 p.m., I'm here working. I'm on Twitter, working on stuff. And I go to the bedroom to see if the wife is getting ready, because we will probably leave the house around 1 a.m., but at least. And she's sleeping. She fell asleep. So I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, well, I have nothing to do, so I'm tired, I wake up early and I'm tired. I'm like, I don't think we're gonna go to this club. So I'm like, okay, do you want me to wake you up at midnight? And she's like, yeah, please. Okay. So go watch some YouTube at midnight, come back to wake her up. She will not wake up. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna wake up. So I come back I think I came back 2 times, and finally she wakes up at midnight and 45. So at least for her, she had time to sleep. I was just watching TV, I didn't sleep. And I should have actually taken a nap as well, because we wake up super early because of the kid. So yeah, I think we finally were ready to leave around 1:30 something. I think we arrived at the club at 2:30 or 2:15. I don't remember. So now that we are at the club, so when we arrive at the club, so we went to the VIP entrance and the table reservation. So it's in the back, and there's a little bit of congestion because now they verify your European. You must have your thing. How you call that? I have this here. You must have your COVID pass, your certificate, your European certificate, and they scan the QR code to decide if you can go in or not. And so of course we are vaccinated, and most of the people who were there were either vaccinated or they did the test in the morning. So you can do a test and receive a digital pass 2 or 3 hours after doing your test. So they have to check everybody's test before you get in. And then we got in. So we went to the VIP behind the DJ. So it was great to see a lot of people that I haven't seen forever, because that's the people from the night. And a lot of them, I haven't seen them in a while. So that was cool. Let me see if my wife did some stories. It became boring for me very fast, because listen, my whole life I worked in clubs. So being inside of the clubs when I'm not working, I'm not saying that I don't like it. It's just that it's not the same thing when your work has been going to clubs to perform. When you just go to a club, you just, listen, I tend to listen to music, I listen to this thing, but really after an hour, I'm already ready to go home. Usually, I like to arrive at 3 a.m., leave at 4. That's me. I'm not those guys that want to arrive super early and leave very, very late at night and just dance all night. It's really something I don't do. I like to just sit down, listen to music, talk to people, socialize a little bit. And that's exactly what I did. But at a point, we were a little bored because, we just came the 2 of us. So we didn't have a group. She was not with her sister or with other people. So once you did all the photos, you did a little bit of stories, etc., it kind of get boring. And especially if you just you. So, of course, met a couple of fans, did some photos. DJs beat me up, played my new song. What else happened? I met people that I didn't see for a long time, and it was great to see them. You feel like these big parentheses of 2 years really like disconnected everybody, and everybody's used to now being virtual. So it was special to shake all these hands, to have people talking near you, and nobody had a mask in the club because they're not mandatory anymore since we are all vaccinated. But still, like, at a point I was like, damn, I want to put my mask back, but I was like, So, but it was a great night at Doc's. And it was important also for me to go back inside of a club and enjoy being in the club. And this morning, we had to wake up super early because our daughter, so our sister-in-law, my sister-in-law sent us a picture of Asha, and she had one eye that was swollen, and we didn't know if it was allergies um, or just allergy, or more something like conjunctivite or something like that. So we woke up super early. We woke up like 10 a.m. and we slept around 6 a.m. maybe. And 10 a.m. we're just like, so she brought her home, and we had to take her to the emergencies just to check her eyes. And it turned out it was allergies from I think something they put in the water when she took a bath yesterday. So I didn't really understand exactly what my wife was explaining to me, but it was not something contagious, so she can go to school. But it was still a little stressful. And after that, we didn't sleep really. I had maybe a little nap. Then I went to another place with Buddy later today. Let me show you the stories. Let's see my wife's stories if she posted stuff from yesterday. Yeah, that was a club yesterday. It was packed. This reminds me of when we used to go out all the time together. That was, 8 years ago. But yeah, listen, it was cool. So we came back early in the morning, but that was cool. Let me see my story. Did I post something? Let me see. That's my video. No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's more or less the same stuff. So that was yesterday, and this is today. I was with Body Sat, where we went to the Moonshine crew. They did a shop party, so with Pierre Quenders and the Young Jesus on the 1-2. That was cool. That was a cool moment. Of course, we were eating. So yeah, that was my experience as in the night and going back to socializing. And like I told Buddy earlier today, I mean, when he dropped me home around 10 p.m., 9 p.m., I was like, listen, we have to do this more. Less just us between us, and starting to go back to connecting with people and socializing and having dinners and going to do wine tasting, whatever it is, because that's how you connect, first of all, for a lot of things. And there's a lot of things that you cannot do everything virtually. So yeah, it was cool, I would say. Do I think we're going back to the lockdown this winter? It depends. I guess it depends from a country to another, because it depends what is your. It will depend what is the vaccination rate of the population in the country where you are, and if it's effective. It's going to be a test to see if it's effective this winter. Does it? Because I know that Israel had a lot of people vaccinated, but at a point they re-put some people on lockdown, not everybody, but I think the elder people had to take a third shot because the vaccine works for less time, I guess. So I think we're on test drive. I think we will know now that all the restrictions are gone, and that people can be in a club without mask and all mingling together. We will see in about 2-3 weeks if this creates something or not. So in the club, I have no idea if everybody that was in the club was vaccinated, or if there was a mix of vaccinated and just people who were they did a test and they were negative. So I don't have the answer. Simply, just it's a great moment to test what's gonna happen. Like even me, like vaccinated since July. Let's see how being around all these people, if it changes something or not. But I'm confident, but I think we don't know, and nobody knows.